Oh, we're starting. Sorry about that.
Wow. Thanks, Jerry. That was fun.
It's a good thing that Allstate's not monitoring me for when I'm playing Mario Kart, or my insurance rates would really go up. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the first, hopefully annual, virtual coffee house as presented by the Journey Church, coming to you live from the Allison campus on the Salisbury Road. We have got a lot of fun for you tonight. We have a whole host of people who have sent in videos showing us their talents and creativity. You are going to love it. But Amy, I believe you have something for us first.
Yes, I do, Jerry. We are going to have a contest tonight. So those of you who are in the chat, we want to welcome you to participate in this contest. Someone from our church, a member of our congregation, has made a whole bunch of children's hats, and we have 14 of them here.
Wow.
And this person really wanted these hats to be given to charity, and they thought it would be really fun if we could give them out at the coffee house. If there are any of you, any kids or any adults who know of some kids in your neighborhood or at your school that you'd want to give a hat to, we're going to give out 2 hats to each person who wins the contest. So here's the contest, okay? We want you to guess one of 10 instruments that I have played in my life. Okay, so one of 10 musical instruments, not including the piano or keyboard, because you all know that I play that, so that doesn't count. But if you can guess one of the 10 other instruments that I have played in my lifetime and put it in the chat, you can win 2 hats to give to charity. We just really want to use this time tonight as fun, but we also want to encourage you guys to be giving and to reaching out in the community. So I hope you can have fun tonight doing that.
Can I guess too? Because I kind of need something to keep the top of my
Do
head
you
warm.
need something, Jerry? Here, try this one.
Oh, it's got straps too. That is so cool. Here we go. Oh, it fits. It fits.
Oh, I don't know, Jerry. I think we should probably save them for the kids.
Oh, fine. It's so nice and soft.
They are beautiful, beautifully made. So that's going to be a fun part for tonight.
That is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see your guys' guesses. And starting off, we have 3 very talented people. I believe you have our first one, some information on our first person.
I do. Our first act tonight is from our very own Sarah Cogswell, and she is doing acrylic pour painting, and she's made a video of it, and it's just amazing to watch it unfold. And she's actually in the chat tonight watching with us, so if you guys have any questions about how she did it, if you're interested in that kind of thing, she would be able to answer any questions you have. So I think you're really going to enjoy that.
That's really cool. I had a chance to preview that one, and it's really cool what she's doing there. Next up, we have Beth and Melissa, Beth Leet and Melissa Watts. And if you've ever heard the 2 of them sing together, which if you've been paying attention to our live streams on Sunday mornings, you have, you know that they are a fantastic duo. And they are doing a duet for us, and it is called When I Meet My Maker. I had a chance to talk to Beth about that today, and she said that she chose this song because it's how she wants to meet Jesus. She wants her chin up, looking at him in the eyes, ready to hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And the best part about this song is there's no capo for Beth to forget.
Blake definitely knows what that's like. So our third act tonight is by Rennie Roop, and she has amazing creative abilities, and she's been a teacher for many, many years, now retired, I believe, and she's been involved in missions, but she also has so many creative talents that she's going to share with you in her video tonight, and I know you are going to love all the beautiful things that she's going to show you. So we hope you'll sit back and enjoy the show.
Well, I just thought I would show you a type of painting that I've been kind of playing around with and experimenting. It's called acrylic pour paint, and It takes more time to get the paints ready than it does to actually paint, but it's kind of a fun, abstract way of painting. And I thought I'd do one that's almost like a flower garden. So just something fun with fun colors, and makes me think of the summer.
'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know thus saith the Lord. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. Oh, how sweet to trust in Jesus, just to trust his cleansing blood, just in simple faith to plunge me 'neath the healing cleansing flood. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. Yes, 'tis sweet to trust in Jesus, just from sin and self to cease, just from Jesus simply taking life and rest and joy and peace. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. I'm so glad I learned to trust thee, precious Jesus, Savior, friend. And I know that thou art with me, wilt be with me to the end. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. Oh, for grace to trust him more. When I meet my Maker at the open golden gates, he's gonna welcome me home where eternity awaits. I'm gonna run into his arms, I'm gonna stare into his eyes, the ones that I've been seeking, the ones that never left my side. When I meet my Maker, we'll walk on heaven's boulevard, up above the clouds and in between the stars. I'll ask him all my questions, time. 'Cause he'll have a reason and I'll understand why. He'll tell me that it's alright. I'll tell him how I miss you. He'll show me how to watch over from the front row with a perfect view. When I meet my maker, gonna ask him for some wings. He'll introduce me to his angels. In the choir I will sing. He'll tell me that he's proud. I'm probably gonna cry. He'll take my hand and together we will fly. Ooh, when I meet my maker. Ooh, when I meet my maker.
Traditional maritime rug hooking requires either hand-dyed wool or recycled wool from clothes that you might find at Value Village. So you need to get your wool into strips. So the friendly cutter can cut many sizes. This is a traveling machine. If you would like to rug hook, I can certainly come and we can cut some wool and get you going. And when you need another color, you take your fabric and you rip it just small pieces into the cutter at one time. When you're rug hooking, you put your backing material on a frame and you need a hook. I like a ball hook, but there are lovely pencil hooks as well. You take a piece of your wool and you're going to put it under and just pull it up to fill in the design. And pull it up and up and up. I'm doing a plaid, which subtle colors alternating. One of the aspects I love about rug hooking is the beautiful hand-dyed fabrics, the colors, the wool, even dollar store wool works. This year, with the COVID pandemic, we were spending more time at home, and people needed to wear masks. So I got out my sewing machine and I began sewing masks for Michael and I and friends, and it's so much fun. I made a lot. I'm always so happy to have my sewing machine on my mother's sewing stand. She had this stand for over 60 years before it came to me. Here are some of the masks that I've made, and I had fun working with different colors and textures. This is my Sound of Music mask. It was made from a friend's old curtains. Another COVID activity was learning to make hats. I had to Google a pattern and get some material. I enjoyed working with all these colors and textures. So every hat here, except one, is going to be going to Moncton area schools.
Wow, that was just amazing. The way that painting just ends up looking nothing like what you could even try to imagine when she starts out is just blows my mind.
I know, it's so beautiful. And Beth and Missy singing together, that just brings back so many memories of me and my sister singing together. So thank you guys for that. I love your voices together.
Yes, and Rennie, the stuff that you were making there, that was just top notch. That was so creative. You are just so talented. It's just phenomenal. We just enjoyed really watching you make your crafts. Now we're going to get into a little bit of a different section of our show. We have two songs coming up that are both original songs written by people in our congregation. The first one is done by Mariah Hennessy. She's the daughter of Dean and Rachel Hennessy, and she's quite an accomplished musician herself. She sings, she plays piano, she plays bass, and probably a few other things as well. And she's going to be doing a song that, the song itself has its own intro, so I'll let her do that, but it's about her grandmother. And the other one is by Patrick Murray, and he wrote this song about his aunt. And Patrick Murray is such a phenomenal singer-songwriter. I've had the pleasure of being on worship teams with him, and he is such an accomplished musician, but a lot of fun and a really nice guy, too.
Yeah, I absolutely love listening to Mariah, and it's been so fun getting to know Patrick, too, over the last couple of years. He's come and helped us out at the Riverview campus quite a bit with our worship teams before COVID, and so we had some fun getting to know him. It was funny sometimes when we have him on the worship team and also my son Patrick Dawson on the worship team, so every time you say Patrick, they both look at you, and it's great. So I remember one morning, I had Patrick Murray on the team, and my son Patrick was kind of sitting in the front row watching our daughter, and you know how sometimes as a parent you kind of speak a little bit sharply to your kid, right? And I was like, Patrick, go close those blinds, the sun's in our eyes, blah, blah, blah. And Patrick Murray, he was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no, not you. The look on his face was priceless. Anyway, we've had some fun times, and it is just a huge privilege to have him as part of our church family. So I know you're going to really enjoy both Mariah and Patrick.
A sunlit room, a piano, always out of tune. Padded couches, uncomfortable, bouncy springs. A grand staircase, carpeted with red plastic railings. And at the top, flowers in a glass vase. And when I think of you, I miss you, but I can't help the grin on my face. You doing jumping jacks in heaven, because there you're finally pain-free. Or singing, dancing on God's grand piano, you're still tickling that ivory. Jumping jacks in heaven. You're doing jumping jacks in heaven. Hospital bed for 6 months, but you never frowned once. You were sick, but you were always more concerned about us. And when I think of you, I miss you, but I can't help the grin on my face. You're doing jumping jacks Jackson heaven. Wednesday morning, Mom and Dad walked into my room. Mom said to me, Grammy's doing jumping jacks in heaven. She's doing jumping jacks in heaven. You're doing jumping jacks in heaven because there you'll finally pain free. You're singing, dancing on God's grand piano. You're still tickling that ivory. Jumping jacks in heaven. You're doing jumping jacks in heaven. Jumping jacks in heaven.
Yeah, hi everybody. Nice to see you in a different way, I guess. And I wrote this song during COVID, and my aunt passed away. It wasn't of COVID, but this song is about her life, and I'm very proud of the fact that it mentions some common places people probably know in New Brunswick, and whenever I can write a song about those places that mean a lot to me, it's very special. So this song is called Deer Lane. They met each other, Belle Isle School. She was not shy, but played no fool. She made him laugh and kept him on his toes. Well, that's true love and how his story goes. Got married in Springfield near Midland. They built a house with their bare hands. Had 3 kids, raised them on their own. And with their love they turned that house into a home. Oh dear Elaine, where has the time gone? It's gone so fast, and it keeps on. And our youth is slowly in the past, and our love surely built to last. Oh dear Elaine, kids got older and they left the nest, where grandkids came along with many tests. Charlie Pride concerts, more than a few. Well, she had cancer and she beat that too. Traveled to the one she loved both near and far. Fredericton, Moncton, and Apple. Worked Norton's post office for many years. Played with the basement players through laughter, joy, and tears. Oh, dear Elaine, whereas the time gone, it's gone so fast, and it keeps on, and our youth slowly in the past. And our love surely built to last, oh dear Elaine, oh dear Elaine. I got a call this past New Year's Eve. You have passed away so peacefully. Friends and family gathered in your name. We said goodbye to our sweet Elaine. Oh, sweet Elaine. Oh, sweet Elaine. Oh, sweet Elaine.
Well, thank you so much, Patrick and Mariah. Those songs were both so touching, and I think any of us who have lost someone can just really relate to that. So thank you so much for sharing your hearts and just pouring out that way. That is such a ministry to other people's hearts. So thank you for sharing that. We really appreciate that. So before we go on to our next segment, I wanted to give a little update about our contest, as some of you have put in some guesses about the 10 instruments that I've ever played in my life. And there have been a few right guesses, and I'm not going to give everything away, but I'm sorry to say that I have never played the bagpipes. I wish I had, but I never have played the bagpipes. I have never played the violin. And guitar is also not one of my instruments. So those of you who guessed those, sorry, try again. There are a few of you who have guessed right, and some of you, I'm not sure if I should count Hannah and Kate, because you guys have played with me, but we'll see. We're going to announce the winners at the very end, so you can still keep guessing, because we haven't had 7 people guess right yet, but we've had a few.
We have, coming up in our next section, 4 very talented, well, they're all really very talented, all of these. So to say that there are 4 more very talented is kind of redundant. But this next one is coming up. When I saw the video, it just brought a smile to my face. It really did. It's by a wonderful young lady by the name of Katie Joy. I think you might know her. She is going to do a cracking version of When the Saints Come Marching In, and you are just going, if you're not smiling at the end of this, there's something wrong with you, really.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have Katie Joy in this coffee house. It's been fun teaching her some glockenspiel. And also, after Katie Joy, we have some more of our Journey kids. We have Zoe and Ollie Nevers, and they are going to be doing a magic show. And I just have to say, they had some cutting-edge ideas in this magic show. And I just want to say to any of the kids that are watching, do not try this at home, okay? No, but it's going to be really fun. They are just great. I'm so glad we have this act. And following them, we're going to have Michael Roop. We had Rennie earlier on, and now we're going to have Michael showing a lot of his wind instruments that he's collected from his travels around the world. And this is really how Michael introduced himself to me, by showing me and playing these instruments. It's amazing. You're going to love it.
And wind instruments, is that maybe a little bit of a hint to our contestants out there as to something that you may or may not have played?
Could be a hint. If you're guessing what instruments I've played, could be some more wind instruments.
And after that, we have Janice and Robert Boudouin, and they're doing a cooking segment. And I'm not going to give away too much, but I was really hungry after I watched it. I had a really funny cooking story for you. When I first moved out of my parents' house, and I was 20 years old, which was several decades ago, I moved about 3.5 hours away, and they were kind enough to give me some pots and pans and a few utensils and that. So they dropped me off and took off. Very happy to be empty nesters, and so I'm in my new apartment, and I've got some food. So I wake up Sunday morning, and I'm going to get myself some bacon and eggs. And most of you know I like my bacon and eggs. So I get the bacon all done, and I go to get my fried eggs, and I've got the eggs in the pan, and they're cooking, and I go to get the spatula so I can flip over the eggs, and I do not have a spatula anywhere. I have a fork. Have you ever tried to flip eggs with a fork? It doesn't work.
I've never tried that.
So they were scrambled. Anyway, with that, please enjoy these next four, starting off again with Katie Joy.
No. Over the sings, go Martin. Over the sings, go Martin.
Hello, people. I am Zoe the Magical, and this is my assistant, Ollie the Majestic. Hi. Today we're going to show you some magic. Go on. Okay, here's what we're going to do, Ollie. You are going to pick a card, and you're going to remember it in your brainy, okay? And I'm going to see if I can find your card, okay? Okay. Okay, so pick a card, any card. Don't show it to me. Don't show it to me. Do you remember? Memorize it. Don't forget it. Put the card at the bottom. Okay. Is this your card? Yeah. The 9 of spades. Now, we're going to be doing another trick. So, Ollie, pick a card. Any card. Oh, going over there. Here. Oh, just take it from the bottom. Remember to show the audience. Has everyone memorized the card? Okay, put it at the bottom. Okay. Was this your card? Put your hand on it. Was this your card? Put your hand on it. Now look at it. Was that your card? Yeah!
You did?
He doesn't know how I did it. Okay, everybody, we're back. We're going to be doing the famous song in half trick. Ollie Majestic is in the box, and he's excited. He is ready. Let's do go.
Wait! No, no, no!
What?
No, no, no!
Hey, get back here! Oi! You get back here! I can't believe Mummy didn't let us doing the sawing in half trick. Ugh. I wanted to pee 20 of these. Okay, everybody, we're back. We're happy. We're ready for our final act. It's going to be a disappearing act. All the Majestic's going to go inside this box, and when I open it again, he's going to be gone. Me? And cool. Okay, you go. You go. You go. Come on. Come on. Geronimo! Okay, everybody. Let's see if it works. The magic works. Oh! He's gone. Where could he have gone? Okay. Let's see if I can make him reappear. Geronimo! Okay, let's see if he's reappeared. Yay! Well, looks like he's back, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Have a great pooping day. Goodbye.
Here are some of the instruments that I'm going to play for you, just short little clips. To the left are the harmonicas, my first instrument. Soprano saxophone, which you probably recognize. An oboe, beautiful sound, brutal to play. The instrument after that, built with a gourd, is a Chinese instrument called a huzi. And after that, there are two Chinese flutes, a very long, low tone, and the other one is a transverse flute, played with a little bamboo skin that causes a little buzz. After that, the quena with the white tip from the highlands of Bolivia, and then two traditional tin whistles.
You are in the home of Robert and Janice Baudouin. We attend the Brentwood campus of the Journey Church, and during COVID, we have decided that on Saturday evenings we would try a new recipe, and we'd cook together and enjoy a meal. So we thought we would share this with the virtual coffee group. A couple of weeks ago we went out and we got an on boards book and we bought a board. And so tonight we are going to try a recipe called a winter fondue. And I'm going just to do a few little clips and hopefully walk you through it and get to the end of our finished product. We're going to start with pickled cranberries. So I'm going to simply add a little bit of vinegar that's been pre-measured to the thawed cranberry. I'm going to add a tablespoon of white sugar and then just a pinch to taste of cinnamon, or you can use a little bit of nutmeg, whichever you prefer. And now remember, this is all new, so I don't know how it's going to taste, but we're going to try it. So you just shake that up, and then you're going to put it in the fridge upside down, and you're going to leave that for a few hours, and we'll add that to the board towards the end. We're back. The cranberries are pickling in the refrigerator, and we've cut up some of the ingredients. So we've got a broccoli that we're going to blanch for 2 minutes. We have some black grapes and some cabbage. Now, the recipe calls for red cabbage. We won't eat a whole red cabbage, so we're using something that we already have in the fridge. We have the turkey kielbasa, which if you haven't tried it, it's really, really good. That's going to be diced up. We're going to use for the fondue the Swiss. You can make your own with the Emmental cheese and other cheese blends, but we're going this way tonight. And this is our fondue pot, so that will be heated in there. And lastly, the Au Copain is artisanal bread bakery. Croissant and sourdough bread, and it's one of our favorites. So sometimes Saturday morning we don our masks and we go down and we get some bread. They're down on Bonaccord, I believe, but it's really, really good. So we're going to cut up the baguette, and that's it. So when I come back, we should have everything on the board and the fondue ready, and you can see the finished product. Okay, we're back. We have the fondue cheese is hot, and I'm going to pour that into a little cream soup bowl, so it's on the board. As you can see, the board is filled with all of the fruits and vegetables and meats and bread, and you can have as much or as little of the cheese as you want. We're going to put a little bit of thyme on top of that, just to, maybe Robert, you can go over top so you can see that. Robert's the cameraman here. And so we have everything on the board. Now this is a small board, but we have our broccoli, our kielbasa turkey, our bread, we have some Emmental cheese sliced, and some of the cabbage and the grapes. So you can get creative with this and do whatever you want. So that's what we enjoy doing. We enjoy entertaining and being creative with food and trying new things. So it's just the two of us. So on Saturday nights, this is something we're doing, and we're trying all kinds of different things. So let's have a taste. You just dip that with your fondue fork. It's quite hot. Et voila. Okay, I'm back. True to trying something new, I forgot the cranberries in the fridge pickling, and I just want to show you that you just take a few of these out of the refrigerator. I've tried one, they're delicious. I haven't tried anything like that before. You put them on a little skewer or a toothpick, and you can just lay them around anywhere on your board, and that is it.
Well, I'm hungry.
I know. Thank you, Janice and Robert. What a great idea to cook new recipes together. That is an awesome thing to do in this time where we've had to stay home a lot. And I can't say that cooking is really one of my talents. I'm not great. I'm good with baking, but making meals is not. I'm not really great with that. And Jerry, I have a cooking story that's way worse than yours. Probably the first couple of years that Blake and I were married, every time I cooked spaghetti, it caught on fire. Like, seriously, it was so crazy. Like, every time, I don't know how that's possible, but, and I just stopped making it after a while because, wow, that was kind of discouraging. But I have to say now I can make spaghetti all these years later without catching it on fire, thank God. And my family is probably thanking God too.
So were you deep frying it, or
No.
I'm not sure how you would catch.
Boiling it. Anyway.
And so I know Dave Morehouse is watching. So Dave, this one's for you. Janice, thank you very much for doing that, and it looked fantastic. But I have to say that you looked like you were kind of bored that Saturday night.
Nice
I hear
one, Jerry.
crickets. Okay. Moving on to our next set. As you can see, I might have had a slight wardrobe change. I'm getting into my Bluegrass outfit. And if you know me, you know that I don't really have a Bluegrass outfit, so we'll just leave that there. We've got 3 more people coming up, and they are John Pettipaw, Clem McGlagan, and Gary Taylor. And John Pettipaw is going to do a Bluegrass version of The Lord is Smiling on Me, and it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the guitar picking in this is phenomenal, and of course, his singing is second to none, and you are really going to enjoy this one.
And we also really appreciate Kim, and she's going to be singing a beautiful song called Endless Alleluia. I just love it. She actually introduced me to the song, and I'm just really blessed by Kim's heart to want to worship God. And she's been working really hard musically, and she's just a blessing, and I'm so glad that she was able to do a song for this coffee house. You're going to really love it.
Yes, I had a chance to listen to it, and she does a fantastic job on this song. She really sounds good on it. And the last one, Gary Taylor, he's been playing in the worship team now for years and years and years. And I got to tell you, every time I'm on a team with him, it is just pure joy. He is so much fun when he's tickling the ivories. And he's going to do a song called Beulah Land, and you're going to love it.
Yeah, and one more thing. Before we go into our show, there's still room for a couple more people to make some guesses. If you can guess one of the 10 instruments that I've played in my life, we still have room for 2 more winners. So we're going to announce the winners at the end. And again, bagpipes, cello, mouth organ. That sounds a little painful, actually. I haven't played any of those. So if you want to make some guesses, we have room for 2 more winners. So we'll be announcing those at the very end. So
Hello, Journey Church. Here's a little fun song for to put a smile on your face. Well, I woke up this morning, the birds were singing their song. The sun was shining in my heart, and I was humming along. Now everything looked different after the storm was gone. I knelt down, talked to the Father, and He made me strong. The Lord is smiling on me, a beautiful, glorious day. I got so much to be thankful for. The Lord is smiling on me. Sadness comes along. I have someone stronger than me to place my burdens on. I know someone loves me, even when I'm not my best. I just do all that I can
the only one I wanna cling to. You're the first thought on my mind. Let our voices rise, all creation cries, singing out in endless hallelujah. From this moment on, join with heaven's song, singing out in endless hallelujah. In the moments where you go unnoticed, in the ordinary day-to-day, countless miracles of life around us point like arrows to your name. Let our voices rise, all creation cries, singing out in endless hallelujah. From this moment on, join with heaven's song, singing out in endless hallelujah. Let our voices rise, all creation cries, singing out in endless hallelujah. From this moment on, join with heaven's song, singing out in endless only a moment to live this life, like shooting stars, burning up the night, till heaven's open and we arrive. In your presence, Lord, in your presence, let our voices rise, all creation cries, singing out in endless hallelujah. From this moment on, join with heaven's song, singing out in endless hallelujah. Let our voices rise, all creation cries, singing out in endless hallelujah. From this moment on, join with heaven's song, singing out in endless hallelujah.
Those were 3 really good songs. Really well done. Thank you. And thank you for all of the people that have sent in videos for us to watch tonight. You all did a fantastic job. I know Amy and I have enjoyed watching them over and over. We had the opportunity to watch them and preview so that we could get ready, and it was not a chore to watch them again, I can tell you. And thank you for everyone that showed up tonight to watch. It's one thing to have all these wonderful people showcasing their talents, but without somebody to watch them, it's kind of like a tree falling in the forest. If nobody's there, they didn't really make a sound. So thanks for watching the trees fall.
That's awesome, Jerry. What a great analogy. We're watching the trees fall. So, as you all have been waiting, I'm going to give the contest winners. And so each of you, we have 7 people who have won 2 hats that you can give away if you know some children in your life who are in need, or if you want to give them away to your favorite charity. We just really want to encourage us to be giving to our community. So here are the winners. Hannah Mills for guessing trombone and oboe. Kate Cayuette for guessing flute. And it's only Kate, I was going to bump you out if there was somebody else who guessed right, but you got in, so there you go. Burns Olton for guessing flute. Carol Lauder for guessing trumpet. Nancy Morehouse for guessing bassoon. Beth Leet for guessing clarinet and oboe. And John Pettipaw for guessing French horn. So yes, I have played all those instruments. Some of them it was a long time ago, but those are our winners. So we'll be contacting you in the next few days just to let you know how we can get these hats to you so you can be giving to the community. So thank you for playing in our contest. It was fun. And I just want to read some scripture for you before we go. I wanted to read Psalm 96, 1-4. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, praise his name. Proclaim his salvation day after day. Declare his glory among the nations and his marvelous deeds among all peoples. For great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. So we just want to encourage you to keep praising God by singing your songs to him, by using your creativity, and by loving each other. Thank you to everyone who participated tonight, both the performers and our audience. Thank you so much.
And for those of us who don't sing, especially my drummer friends such as Matt, Judah, and Brennan, and a few others, I'd like to read Psalm 150, verse 5. Praise him with a clash of cymbals. Thank you and good night, everyone. Oh, and we would be remiss to not say that our lead-in and lead-out songs were done by Judah and Patrick Dawson.
And Jerry, before we go, rematch.
You're on. Have a banana.
You're not going to get rid of me that easily.